Hello everybody and welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada 4, Season 2, Race number 4 of the NCS SimRacing Challenge, the Pennzoil 400 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, presented by JiffyLube. We're about to go 67 laps around this 1.5 mile speedway. The last time we were at this track, it was the championship finale only a few months ago, where we saw Henry Guo take home the Season 1 title. This time it's moved up into the season earlier, and we will see a winner. Potentially different than last time, you never know. Last time we came here, Nick Roten was the driver who won the race. Guo won the title. Now, here are the current point standings after race 3. Joshua Harrison had a great race here last year. He is currently on top of point standings with Yuko, Jones, Francis, and Hunter, your top 5. Season 1 champion Guo in 9th in points. Roten is currently within that top 20 as well. And you can see Ian McDaniel right there, 38th. He is the lowest driver who was a Season 1 veteran. So very interesting to take note. We've got 40 drivers per usual, about to go 67 laps around this track. And very interesting to note that some drivers were up front that we never usually saw when we were here last year. Could this play out the same way? Well, we have 3 CRT cars in the top 3 as we take a look at our starting lineup. Garrett Lamar on the pole, Richard Fridge starting alongside him. Row 2, Michael Guthrie and Season 1 champion Henry Guo. Row 3, Tilden Lockout, Nick Roten, Spencer Davis. Nick Roten won the race last year here. Josh Harrison and Harry Williams take up row 4. Row 5 sees Alexander Rowe and Celan Nosler. Row 6, Rue Sharp and Greg Rowland. Row 7 has got Jacob Dabo and Aaron Hunter. Row number 8 sees Eris Yuko and the 85 of David Krutz. Row 9, Tom Gill and Auto Club winner Abel Nickerson. Row 10, 2 DAF drivers, Sean McKean and Stuart Grattan. Row 11, Christopher Marnell and Keith Hughes as the cars will roll off. Row 12, Ian McDaniel, Sam Francis. Row number 13 sees Jimothy Sharp in the 42 and Arwen Basic in the 45. Row 14, Josh Moore and Abby Lane. Row 15, Boston Jones and then Colin Scarborough. Row 16, Nathan Stapleton and Axel Racha. Row 17 has Christian Vargas, the Daytona 500 winner, and Rory Sharp. Row 18, Hayden Phillips, Jonah Burridge. Row number 19 has Barney Thresher and the 22 of Mitchell Collins. And rounding out the field, row 20, Nelson Reeves and James Sharp. CRT cars take up the first 3 positions, and it's Chevys in row 1 and 2, then Mercedes in row 3. Very interesting to see that we've got 3 CRT drivers, Garrett Lamar and Richard Fridge, starting up front. But the Season 1 champion of Henry Guo is right behind him. Here we go to the green flag, the 30 car. Garrett Lamar and the Cessna machine leads him down for the green flag for the Pennzoil 400. Two by two as they exit turn number 4. Garrett Lamar is going to clear Michael Guthrie. And we are here on lap number 2 of the Pennzoil 400. Garrett Lamar with a huge jump, a huge run in the middle of turn number 2. And he's going to gap Richard Fridge. And they're going to go single file for the 30, 20, and 33. Henry Guo still working on Nick Roten in that number 0 car trying to clear him, as Lamar is the driver who's out front, lap 3 of 67. Spencer Davis was able to clear his teammate Nick Roten, as was Henry Guo. And we are sorted out for the first 6 positions thus far. On board with Jacob Dabo in the number 77, right there in the pack. He's currently 10th, looking pretty strong, right behind Alexander Rowe in the number 37 car right there. Something to make note with these Cup cars, the middle lane is the one that you want to be on. That is the stronger lane. Drivers find better runs through the corner when in the middle lane, maybe even the top lane. But there is your top 5, all within a blanket pretty much. Garrett Lamar, Richard Fridge, Michael Guthrie, Henry Guo, and Spencer Davis. Your top 5 right there, right in a line. 6th is Nick Roten. 7th is Harry Williams. Those 2 drivers had great runs here last time we were here for the Season 1 finale. Nick Roten winning the race. Harry Williams finishing top 5. Nelson Reeves in the 12. He had a poor qualifying run. He was feeling very strong. Through the first 3 corners, he was projected within the top 10, and then a little bobble through turn number 4 dropped his time all the way down, and now he's started on the last row, trying to work his way through the field. We're mostly single file through the field except for this back pack with Ian McDaniel, Josh Moore, Arwen Basic, Abby Lane, all of those drivers 2x2 through the back of the pack. As there's Ian McDaniel starting a little bit in the back of the field, not what he wanted. But this top 5, now top 6, as Nick Roten has sort of climbed his way to the back bumper of his teammate, Spencer Davis, but it's still Garrett Lamar out in front here on lap 9 of 67. Now lap 10 of 67 here. Lap 10. Drivers are going to be able to go about 27 to 30 laps on fuel. So that is something to make note of, though. As we saw in the Truck Series race, drivers were very easily able to pit every single time there was a caution, very comfortably able to do so, and obviously make up ground. .33 was trying to hold off the 1 there. Now he just gained on the 20 of Richard Fridge through the middle of the corner and wasn't able to do so. Had a bit of a run going into turn 3, but then backed out of it smartly. Didn't want to cause an incident with his teammate. Nick Roten won the race last year here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, looking for a repeat. He hopes that would be very beneficial to him and his crew. As there goes Spencer Davis trying to go underneath the 1 of Henry Guo, and he does. Side by side through the pack, but then the 1 just gets a better run through the corner on that high lane. And now the 0 gets a good run on the 0-0, trying to go underneath him. Not able to do so. And whoa, the 0 gets into the wall there. Nick Roten gets way loose off the corner, nearly goes off the back bumper of the 87 and goes into the wall. No caution, and looks like the 0 has a little bit of damage, but they're able to keep it going, staying strong right there. A near miss for Nick Roten, but he's able to keep it together, not cause a caution. We were just talking about how he nearly won the race, how he won the race here last year, looking for redemption. Not looking for a redemption, looking for a repeat. But it's Garrett Lamar out in front here, lap 15, coming to lap 16 of 67 at Las Vegas. Lamar having led every single lap since the drop of the green flag. We've got a fairly even battle between these two right here. The 30 and the 20 just gapped the 33 right there, who was under pressure from the 1. But it's Lamar, Fridge, Guthrie, 1, 2, 3. And they're all right there together. The 1 and the 0-0 kind of falling back a little bit. Michael Guthrie gaining on his teammates right there, going underneath the 20. And the Fridge gets a little loose coming out of the corner. They're side by side. Guo going to give a push to the 20. And look at that. Michael Guthrie has moved himself into second place with a little help from Henry Guo. And now it's 30, 33, 20. Your 1, 2, 3. And there's Guo right there being worked on by the 0-0. You're on lap 19, 67. Henry Guo, he says over the radio, he can't seem to find grip around this track at the moment. And the 87 saying he was good here last year and he's feeling good right now. Him, like the 1, can't find grip on the track. He's having to resort to going to the middle lane. On board with Michael Guthrie, going alongside with Garrett Lamar. They're going to be side by side, but the 30 is going to get to run through the corner, being in the middle lane, zooming out of the corner, and Garrett Lamar is going to keep the lead on lap 21 of 67. That's the normal line that you run in turns 1 and 2, and then you're more closer to the white line in turns 3 and 4. A little bit of drift there. The drivers having to lift and even brake a little bit, and that's what makes the middle lane so accessible and so easy to use. Not even easy to use, but it's just what drivers are able to pass the best on. CRT's 1, 2, 3, but then the team owner, Christopher Marnell, won the pole here last year, but he is currently 15th, and he hasn't really made that much ground. Mr. Marnell sitting there in 15th, just chilling, not able to do much at the moment in that 23 car. Lobar leading yet another lap. 24 of 67 as Fridge goes underneath the 33, but then Guthrie's able to pull it out through the middle of the corner and keep that second place position. As now the 20 goes wide in the middle of the corner, and now the 1 and the 0-0, they were side by side there for a little bit, but they sort it back out to single file. As the 87 and the 18 have caught up to this front pack, as well as the 51 and 93, Sela Nosler and Greg Rowland. So now what was a top 5 breakaway has become the top 8 or top 9. Fridge tries again underneath Guthrie, not able to do so, backs out of it immediately, and Guthrie gets a good run through the corner, and he's going to be side by side trying to go onto the inside of the 30 into the corner, moves him up out of the way, and the 33 stays alongside with him now, files back in behind him. He was close there for a little bit. But here, lap 27, this is when pit window is going to open for these drivers. If they're seeing, we've gone caution free right now, we're going to potentially see some drivers come down pit road. And we do. Lamar and Guthrie have come down pit road. Fridge obtains the lead. And those two are the only ones who came down pit road. And we've got a big pack of drivers now, all jumbled up together. Nick Roten also comes down pit road with them, the number 0. The 20, the 00, a whole bunch of people are going to come down pit road. And oh, we've got a crash. The 18 and the 1 collide into each other, and we stay green. Stuart Gratton takes the lead here on lap 29 of 67. We're going to take a look and see what happened there between the 1 and the 18. The 18 missed pit road, checked up, and then went right into Henry Guo. No caution was called. Stuart Gratton, your current leader. The drivers that went down pit road there, the 20, the 00, the 87, the 37, 93, 79, 34, 51, 54, 78, 26, 58, 23, and 3. And then here comes Stuart Gratton coming down pit road, bringing along everybody else. The 17, the 52, the 1, the 68, the 4, the 2, and the 72. All coming down pit road. Looks to be 4 fresh tires and fuel for all these drivers right here. Except for the 18 and the 1, they will be getting repairs done to their car. As that cycles the lead back to the 30 car of Garrett Lamar, who is out in front here, with Michael Guthrie right behind him, and then a big gap to Richard Fridge in the 20. So, 30 car, sitting out in front with Michael Guthrie, his teammate, right in tow. These two pulling about basically equal lap times right here. They interchange on which one is quicker. The 33 going underneath the 30. Can Michael Guthrie get the lead? They're side by side going into the corner. Guthrie had it for a second, but Lamar was able to pull through the corner, and he reobtains the lead. So yeah, these two have been getting nearly identical lap times around this track. The 33 was faster that last lap, and then now I assume, yep, the 30 was faster this lap, of course. So these two, the cream of the crop, the top of the field right here, as 33 to 67 on board with Michael Guthrie. The 24 of Rue Sharp has retired from the race after a blown engine. That is what we are just getting word from. The 24 is retired from the race. due to a blown engine. Now, here's the 27 of Sean McKean holding up this 30 car of Garrett Lamar. Now they're going to be side by side around the corner. And they're going to continue side by side through as we're on board with Michael Guthrie. Once again, this 27 car really holding up Garrett Lamar right here, trying to stay on the lead lap. And this is creating a battle for a lead that we have definitely been wanting to see. Caution comes out, and that is a huge savior for the 27 of Sean McKean, as we've got a caution between the 54 and the 2, the 4 and the 51, a big wreck on the front straightaway, and caution has come out for the first time tonight. Here's a look and see what happened at the replay. Oh, so the 54 did what Nick Roten did, bounced it off the wall, went into the 2 and spun him around, and then went right into the 4 of Nathan Stapleton. Man. Here's another look at it. And you can just see 54 bouncing off, and then look at that head-on impact that the 4 had. And that, man, KOs both of those cars. Another look at it. Man, knocks out both of those cars. And we just saw pit stops, but now we have drivers that are going to come down pit road. Looks like it's going to be about everybody coming down, except for one driver. Sean McKean is going to stay out. So after being last on the lead lap, he stays out as these drivers come down pit road. Lamar pulling into his number 1 pit stall. Four tires and fuel for these top drivers. And oh, we've got an incident. The 1 going into the 87. But the 37 of Henry Guo wins, or the 37 of Alexander Rowe wins it off pit road. Harry Williams was about to, but Alexander Rowe, the driver that wins it off pit road. But it's the 27 who stayed out, Sean McKean. Now Sean McKean will be your current leader. The 18 car of Joshua Harrison was penalized, and he is now 3 laps down as well. They had to repair the damage, but he was also penalized 1 lap. The drivers involved in that wreck: Aris Yuko, Nathan Stapleton, and Colin Scarborough. Stapleton and Yuko exited the race due to those damages. Sean McKean, the driver who is sitting in first place. Alexander Rowe, his teammate, sitting there in second. Harry Williams in third. Aaron Hunter fourth, and then Josh Moore in fifth. Second, third, fourth, and fifth, those guys took 2 tires. It's going to be interesting as Sean McKean didn't pit. He's going to lead us back to the green flag here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It'll be interesting to see the dynamic between drivers who took 2 tires, drivers who took 4 tires, and drivers who took none. Already Alexander Rowe jumping to the lead, and Sean McKean is going to fall back. Lots of positions. Rowe to the front, using that bottom lane. Sean tried to use that top lane, but wasn't able to. And Rowe is going to be the driver commanding the lead here on lap 41 of 67. Three wide for this front pack, and we are all jumbled up. Rowe has a gap between him and second place, but here comes the 20 of Richard Fridge, who took 4 tires. Look at him power along on that high lane. Lap 42 of 67 now, 3 wide for second place. The 20, the 34, and the 93. As Joshua Harrison going underneath Alexander Rowe, trying to get one of his laps back, not able to. Lap 42 coming to lap 43, and here comes Richard Fridge on that high lane. He is on the hunt for that top position. Alexander Rowe, though, is going to try to keep him at bay. On board with Jacob Dabo once again. He's got a good view of this top pack right here. He's got his back bumper right at the 93, bobbing and weaving his way, trying to work it out between them. On that 44 of 67, the 20 goes underneath the 67. Looking to make a move, not going to. He's going to tuck in right behind him. As now he makes a move, going underneath the 37. Caution comes out. We have a big crash. Hard incidents for 2 drivers. And that saves Alexander Rowe as the 20 overtakes him going into the corner. And we have our second caution of the day coming out at Las Vegas. Let's take a look and see what happened. The 45 and 44, they were 3 wide right here. Boston Jones slides up the track and boom. Big incident for these 2 guys. And they get KO'd immediately. 2 weeks in a row that the 44 has had a big incident. A hard lick for both of those drivers. The 45 goes into the wall at a bad angle. So does the 44, whose car is destroyed. On board with David Krutz. This will be our last look at it. And you can just see the little wiggle by the 68 that sends him up. And man, you can just see the black and white smoke from those guys. Let's see if anybody comes down pit road. 2 drivers coming down. It's the 27 and 87. Those are the only guys that seem to be coming down pit road. It's going to be Alexander Rowe, who's your current leader. Arwin Basic and Rory Sharp, as well as Boston Jones. Those were the 3 drivers involved in that incident. Rory Sharp, Arwin Basic, those guys out of the race. Rough incidents for those 2 drivers. But now your top 5, as we're going to restart here on lap 49 of 67. Alexander Rowe, Richard Fridge, Michael Guthrie, Aaron Hunter, and Jacob Dabo. That's going to be your top 5 coming back to the green here. As the 97 of Jonah Burridge also pitted during that caution cycle, and he took his car to the garage with a blown radiator. So the 97 car also out of the race. Here we go. Alexander Rowe leading us back to the green flag here. We're back underway at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. He's got the 30 car, he's got the 20 car, and the 33 right behind them. And if you're wondering what happened to the 30 car of Garrett Lamar, they had a very slow pit stop when they were pitting under caution at lap 40. And that drops them down in the running order. Nearly tapping the wall coming out of the corner goes the 37. And Alexander Rowe has the lead. Michael Guthrie right underneath him. He's pushing the 18 into the corner. side by side for the lead. Guthrie, Rowe. Guthrie's going to let off a little bit, and he's going to leave the 37 out in front. 51 of 67 here. Exhilarating. Final few laps. Quite a few laps, though. It's not over till it's over. We have a very big scuffle. The 30 car of Garrett Lamar. They must have had an adjustment that went wrong. He is falling back quickly. Coming to lap 52 of 67. Here comes Michael Guthrie along that bottom lane. He was able to clear, he was able to get the lead, but was he able to clear him? He was not. Rowe's going to keep the lead here on lap 52 of 67, and he's going to clear him going into turn number 3. Excellent racing here in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Lap 53 of 67. Guthrie trying every which way to get around this 37 car. Guthrie has fresher tires. He knows he's got a better car. But can he complete the pass around the driver who's never won a race? Guthrie gets a good run through the corner, and he's going to take the lead. The 37 slips back. He got way loose coming out of turn number 4, and Michael Guthrie is going to take the lead coming out of turn number 2. The 37 is going to slip back to 3rd. Michael Guthrie and Richard Fridge take over the 1-2 position, and Guthrie is back in the lead. Well, he never even had to lead the lead officially, but the 33 is out in front here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Lap 55 of 67. Alexander Rowe falling back to 3rd. 33 now trying to work on this 18 car. That's going to be the bane of their existence right there. Trying to get around that 18 car of Joshua Harrison, who's fast enough to keep them at bay. As the top 4 drivers all do not have a win. Guthrie, Fridge, Rowe, Dabo. Using the middle lane, here comes Richard Fridge. The 20 of Richard Fridge is going to overtake the 33. And here comes Richard Fridge to the front, taking over the first place position. And here comes that 20 car, passing his teammate for the race lead. And folks, we've got a battle for this win now. Coming to 10 laps to go here around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The 20 going underneath the 18. The first time they've done this since the restart. They're not able to clear him. They aren't even able to get underneath him. They're going to have to settle for being behind him. Here comes the 33 going underneath the 20. The 20 trying to follow the 18 around the track, get a good run to try and clear him. 9 laps to go around Las Vegas Motor Speedway. On board with Jacob Dabo, who is past the 34. Well, not the 34. He is trying to get around this 37 car, but the 37 car just had a great run on the outside lane. Now here comes Josh Moore on the outside lane, moving the 79 to 5th. 8 laps to go. Here we come. Here comes the 33 of Michael Guthrie, who's going to be able to clear the 20 for a little bit. No, not able to fully do it. Richard Fridge still has the lead, and the 18 has extended his gap on that front pack. So that hopefully gives a little breathing room to these front drivers. 7 laps to go. Talk about breathing room for these front drivers. Whew, this is awfully fun up here in the booth. Richard Fridge, look at how fast he is. He's able to gain on that 18 almost immediately. It seems like he's got the fastest car in the field, as well as look at how well he gapped that 33 car. But will he be able to get around that 18? That'll be the difference if he's able to win this race or not, because the 33 seems to be pretty good at getting around people in these corners. Fridge underneath the 18, Harrison, he's going to keep it chugging along that top lane. 5 to go. Richard Fridge, Michael Guthrie, Alexander Rowe. Here comes Guthrie on the bottom lane. He's going to be side by side with him, but it's going to be the same thing all over again. He's not able to get the pass done. Rowe moves the 33 up the track a little bit, but that doesn't help him at all. 20, 33, 37, 3. That's your top 4 with 4 laps to go. The 93 of Greg Rowland makes the pass on 4th place. This will be a season best finish for him, as here comes the 33 underneath the 20. The 20. Could this be the run that he needs to get around the 18? He got a great run through the corner. He was in the high lane. 3 laps to go. Will he be able to clear him going into the corner? He does. Caution comes out. We have a big crash on the front straightaway. With 3 laps to go, this could be the race back to the line. Can the 33 get around the 18 to compete with Richard Fridge? He's not able to. Richard Fridge in the 20 car is going to come around the corner and cross the stripe with 2 laps to go in 1st place, as we had a massive accident on the front straightaway. Abbey Lane involved. Henry Guo a little bit involved. Sela Nosler. Lots and lots of drivers involved. Looked like the 30 of Garrett Lamar, the 17 of Stuart Gratton. Yeah, but the 17 of Stuart Gratton right there. And we're going to take a look and see what happened in this replay. The 2 gets turned by the 78. He slides across the track, goes up into the track, and there goes Garrett Lamar sideways, up and over. Lots and lots of people piling in. Massive incident here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Wow. Here's another good look at it from Garrett Lamar's point of view. You can see the 2 sliding across the track, going up back into the field. Big accident. The 17, the 22, the 85, the 32, the 6, the 78, and the 30, all involved in that one. Here's on board with Abbey Lane. This is the same type of incident seen with Eris Yuko. You can see all that smoke, nothing that the 6 could do, and you can see this 30 car go tumbling right next to her. Unfortunate accident for the 30 car, who had a great race going. But you can just see all this carnage happening, sliding past the cameras. The 51 getting a little piece of it as well. And with no green-white checkers, it's going to be Richard Fridge here on the final lap of today's race. He's going to cross the line under caution, and he's going to be a first-time winner in the NCS SimRacing Challenge. The 20 car back in victory lane here, and we are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for a first-time winner, Richard Fridge, winning the Pennzoil 400. What an incredible accomplishment. It was going to be interesting to see whether or not he could fill in for Norris Andrews, who had a win last year, as well as being a championship contender. Well, Fridge already has that win earlier in the season than Norris Andrews did. Here's a look at our official results. Fridge, Guthrie, Rowe, your top three. Greg Rowland finished 4th, Josh Moore 5th, Jacob Dabo 6th, Sam Francis 7th, Axel Rocha 8th, Ian McDaniel made his way up to 9th, Aaron Hunter rounds out your top 10. Marnell makes his way up to 12th, Jones, Marnell, Vargas, Thresher, Scarborough, Lane, James Sharp, Collins, Spencer Davis, Rue Sharp, Phillips, and Hughes round out the top 22 of drivers. Harry Williams, Abel Nickerson, Nelson Reeves, Sean McKean, Nick Roten, Henry Guo, those are your drivers that finished on the lead lap. Stuart Gratton, Seelan Nosler, Tom Gill, David Kreutz, Garrett Lamar, those drivers finished 1 lap down. Josh Harrison 3 laps down. And then Burge with his engine issues, Sharp, Basic, Yuko, Stapleton, and Rue Sharp finished 36th through 40th. What an exhilarating race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Points standings on the way. Here they are. Richard Fridge in the points lead with 142 points. Sam Francis in second, Rowe third, Jones fourth, and then Hunter fifth. Josh Moore sixth in points. And then here we go. Michael Guthrie thriving in his new team, sitting there in 10th on the points. Last year's champion, Henry Guo, in 12th. Garrett Lamar, 22nd in points. Jimothy Sharp, 16th in points. Nick Roten rounding out the top 15 of points standings. Mitchell Collins, 23rd in points. Ian McDaniel jumps his way into 32nd in points standings from 38th. And then now the driver who is lowest in points after being a Season 1 champion, Arwen Basic. The Sharp twins, James Sharp and Rory Sharp, just can't catch a break, and neither can Nathan Stapleton, who are currently 38th, 39th, and 40th in the point standings. That'll do it from today's race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Richard Fridge, your Pennzoil 400 winner. The next race that we will see is the O'Reilly Auto Parts 400 at Phoenix Raceway. We're going to see you guys all there for what should be another exciting race, race number 5, the third and final race of the West Coast swing that we are having. Sure to be a fun one. We will see you guys next time for the next race of the NCS SimRacing Challenge here at NCS Racing.